White just played. Queen d5 check. Pause the video to spot black's next move. King h8. Bishop e2. Bishop b7. Black is preparing to play bishop takes c6 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Knight takes b8 was chosen by white. Bishop takes d5. Knight d7. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. White just played. On g4. Pause the video to find out black's response. Rook takes g4 check. Knight takes g4. On h2 check. King f1. On promotes to queen at h1 check. Queen takes h1. Queen takes h1 check. King e2. Queen h5. Rook f7. Queen takes g4 check. King d3. White is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. Queen takes e3 check. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. King h1. White is planning to play. Rook takes f8 check. King e7. Rook 1 f7 mate and establish a winning position. Rook takes f7 move preferred by black. Queen takes f7 check. King d8. Queen f8 check. Bishop e8. Queen d6 check. King c8. Black is setting up to play. Queen g5. On h3. Queen d8. Queen e5. On b5. On a4. On takes a4 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen e7 was chosen by white. White might go for Queen takes e8 check. King c7. Queen e7 check. King c6. Rook f6 check. King b5. Queen b4 mate and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop d7 move preferred by black. Queen f8 check. King c7. Black might go for Rook takes f8 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen takes a 8 move preferred by white. Queen e2. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Knight d7. Pause the video to spot white's next move. Bishop f5. White considers playing. Bishop takes g6 check. Queen f7. Bishop takes f7 check. King f8. Rook takes h8 mate and gain a significant edge. On takes f5 played by black. Rook takes h8 check. Knight f8. Queen takes f5. King e7. Rook takes f8. Rook takes f8. Queen takes f8 check. King d7. Rook f7 check. Queen takes f7. Queen takes f7 check. King d8. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. Knight takes e1. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Rook takes e7 check. King takes e7. Queen c7 check. King e8. Bishop takes f7 check. King f8. Bishop g6. Queen g4 check. Knight e2. White is looking to play Queen f7 mate and establish a winning position. Knight d7 played by black. Queen takes d7. Queen f5. Queen e7 check. King g8. Black is setting up to play. Queen takes g6. King takes e1. Rook e8. Queen d7. Rook h1 check. King d2. Queen takes g5 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop takes f5 played by white. Rook h1 white has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. Queen takes b to pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Bishop e3. Rook e6. Knight h6 check. King f8. Bishop takes c5 check. King e8. Knight takes f7. King takes f7. Bishop b4. White is aiming to play. Queen takes b7 check. King e8. On f7 check. King d8. On promotes to queen at f8 check. Rook e8. Queen d6 mate and seize the initiative. Rook b8 move preferred by black. Queen d5. Queen e2. Queen d7 check. Rook e7. Queen takes e7 check. Queen takes e7. On takes e7 check. Bishop f6. White is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. White played. Knight c7. Pause the video to spot black's next move. Knight e4. Black is preparing to play. Rook f7. King castled kingside. Knight takes c3 and seize the initiative. Knight d2 played by white. White is preparing to play. Bishop takes g4. Rook takes c7. Queen takes e6 check and establish a winning position. Rook takes c7 played by black. Queen takes c7. Bishop takes e2. Bishop a5. White is setting up to play. Queen takes c2 and take decisive advantage. Bishop c4 move preferred by black. Black wants to play. Knight takes f2. Queen takes c4. Pawn takes c4 and establish a winning position. Knight takes c4 played by white. Queen takes f2 check. King d1. Pawn takes c4. Queen takes c4. Queen b2. Rook c1. Knight f2 check. King e1. Knight d3 check. King d1. White is preparing to play. Queen takes d3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Knight takes c1 was chosen by black. Queen takes c1. Queen takes g2. Rook e1. Queen takes a2. Bishop d2. Black has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Bishop a6. Pause the video to find out white's response. King castled queenside. White's idea is to play. Rook g1. Pawn b4. Queen takes a6. Knight takes a6. Rook takes g2 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight takes f1 move preferred by black. Bishop takes e6. Knight takes e3. Bishop takes f7 check. King d8. Black's idea is to play. Queen takes g5 and dominate the board. Queen takes e3 played by white. Bishop b7. Pawn e6. King c8. Pawn e7. White is aiming to play. Pawn promotes to rook at e8 check. Rook takes e8. Queen takes e8 mate and seize the initiative. Bishop c6 move preferred by black. Pawn c4. White is setting up to play. Pawn takes b5 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Pawn takes c4 was chosen by black. Bishop takes c4. Pawn h3. Black is planning to play. Pawn h2. King c2. Pawn promotes to queen at h1. Rook takes h1. Queen takes h1 and dominate the board. Bishop f1 move preferred by white. White intends to play. Bishop takes g2 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Queen g4 was chosen by black. Bishop takes h3. Queen c4 check. King b1. White is looking to play. Rook d4. Queen g8. Rook f4. King b7. Knight f7. On a5. Knight takes h8 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook e8 played by black. Bishop f1. White is preparing to play. Bishop takes c4 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen g4 played by black. Black is setting up to play. Queen takes d1 check and increase their advantage significantly. Rook c1 played by white. Queen f5 check. Bishop d3. White is planning to play. Bishop takes f5 and gain a significant edge. Queen d5 played by black. Black is planning to play. Queen takes d6 and dominate the board. Bishop g6 move preferred by white. White is looking to play. Bishop takes e8 and seize the initiative. Rook g8 played by black. Bishop f7. Queen f5 check. King a2. White might go for bishop takes g8 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook h8 played by black. Rook c3. Queen a5. Pawn promotes to queen at e8 check. Rook takes e8. Queen takes e8 check. King b7. Rook b3 check. Queen b6. Queen e5. White is aiming to play. Bishop d5. Queen takes b3 check. King takes b3 and establish a winning position. King c8 was chosen by black. Rook takes b6. Pawn takes b6. White is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game.